Hey everyone, welcome back to week 2 of our talk show. I'm Sukhinder Singh Cassidy, founder and CEO of Joyus. This week we have with us Sean, Michaela, and Lisa. I think you'll recognize all the faces from Joyus, but just to remind you, Sean is celebrity makeup artist extraordinaire. Who have you styled?
Oh, too many people. Halle Berry, Melanie Griffith, Naomi Watts, Hugh Jackman, loads of people. I've been at it a long time.
Right, so killer accent from LA, with us often, obviously Sean Richards, Michaela you guys know, and then of course Lisa Raja, our very own merchant turned host on Joyus. So welcome everybody, and this week's theme is work-life balance. Okay, so we're going to get started with hearing a little bit of what's going on in all of your worlds that you think we need to know about. So, Sean, let's start with you. What's current that you're thinking about right now?
Well, I'm really excited. I'm loving all these nectarine colours, these shades of melon. They're perfect for any skin tone, from the darkest to the lightest, gorgeous for summer, translucent beauty. You know I've got to think about translucency. And I love those mascaras that are separating all the lashes and elongating. I know that's your thing, girlfriend. Yeah. They're gorgeous right now. So mascara, translucent colour, done.
That's what you need to know about. All right, efficiently said. Lisa, what's going on for you when you think about trends we need to be aware of?
Oh, I am really into all these negative space rings where they're open in the middle. And I've seen them a lot with pearls, which is also a huge trend going on right now. But it's sexy, it looks really cool, it's a little interesting and edgy, which somehow I always need to incorporate into my personal style. But they're cool, and I'm loving them right now.
All right, Michaela, what's up for you? What are you thinking about?
So it's interesting you just brought up negative space. We're definitely seeing a lot of that in nail art right now. There's a lot of back and forth play with the color and design on just like buff nails. And also there is definitely a re-education sort of happening around retinol and rediscovering it in your skincare kit and why it's so important. And I'm so excited that we are going to be launching Verso on Joyus very soon. And it's a new line from Stockholm. It has one of the highest potency retinols, which are going to work to correct fine lines and wrinkles and dark circles. And we have a new one coming out for eye cream. So
got it. So it sounds like for you, retinol is sort of back in the makeup care routine. We all need to be aware of that. And we do have a pick coming to Joyus on that same topic.
Yes.
All right. Look, great roundup. And as always, I learned something because I spend no time on this other than listening to what's going on at Joyus. So thanks for the info. Now we're going to go to actually a slightly heavier topic than current trends, which is really the perennial topic for women of work-life balance, which I think affects us all, single, married, mothers, not mothers, and really just thinking about how to handle this. It's obviously a very current topic again. This summer, Ariana Huffington brought it to light with The Third Metric. And then, of course, my old colleague and good friend, Sheryl Sandberg, wrote a book, Lean In, which is all about this topic. So,
and Lean In is actually, I feel like with all my girlfriends, like cocktail hour conversation, it's, you know, it's the big thing that all of us are sort of struggling with. For me, the big problem is that, you know, it's been a juggle in my career to sort of have a balance with having kids and being a mom. And I've got 2 little boys. And now really what I'm striving to do is have a cutoff time and really putting my foot down with work and saying at a certain time, I just have to shut off for a little while. And after I get them in bed and I've showered them and fed them, you know, I don't mind going back to work when it's my time. Exactly. But I don't want to compromise their time and take anything away from their experiences in their childhood. And I really have to focus on that. And with an end time, I can do that.
So Sean, I know you're a single mom, so what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, well, you know, I just try and be as present as I can in my kids' life. I mean, luckily enough for me, I've got the sort of job that gives me the flexibility to enable me to take those moments throughout the day. And I try really hard not to just sort of cut off at the end, because I've got the time at home to be able to cut off throughout the day. So I can see that hummingbird. I can look at the cloud with my daughter. And my 4-year-old actually was the one that brought my attention to it when I'm looking at the phone. And she said, Mama, please, no more emails. So she was right. I put it down. And it even goes on in, like in the makeup trailer, the number of actresses I'm trying to put their makeup on and their face is in their BlackBerry or in their iPhone, and I literally say, put the crackberry down. I can't do your face if it's buried in your phone, you know. So it's just taking those moments and enjoying them all throughout the day, because I've only got it for 4 once in a life.
Yes, and speaking of, I love that, Sean. So good. So work-life balance for me, it's this continual conversation that I'm having a lot with all of my friends. We're single, we're young, we're in the city, we're working really hard. And actually my last relationship that I was in, I would constantly get in trouble for being on GChat at 1:30 in the morning. So that relationship ended, and I probably had something to do with how much I was working. And you know, I really like having this conversation because I'm finding that I constantly am having to kind of recheck in, have check in to check out is kind of what or check out to check in is what I usually am trying to do on the weekends. And that is really, for me, is either meditating or going to Marin, visiting my girlfriends, and trying to have a consciousness around what I'm doing and bringing presence in to whatever I'm doing. So whether I'm with a client and I'm doing makeup, or I'm on, working with a brand, or I'm, presenting a product for you guys, just really being present with whatever I'm doing. And I find that when I do that, it pulls me out of the vortex. It helps me, have clarity around what I'm doing, and to really remember to have this work-life balance, because it's so easy to get caught up in everything.
To your point, I think now as we're getting older and becoming experts in our own industries and our own, sort of building our just our experience in general, it's when we can finally ask for things and sort of then, put a limit to what we want to do and sort of carve out what we think is good for us. Because I think at the beginning you just are go, 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 and want to be perfect. And so now it's like, okay, I've got the experience, I've got the years behind me. Now I can finally say, hey, this is what's going to work for me and my family.
But also not being afraid. As you were saying earlier on when we had coffee, don't be afraid to ask.
To negotiate, yeah.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean, I think the theme you're touching on, Lisa, which I think is maybe kind of my perspective, is I think, first of all, if you're very credible, and I would say good at what you do, and you have confidence, your ability to negotiate for what you want is actually a pretty key element. I mean, I'm a pretty confessed workaholic. I actually love to work. So to be clear, I've actually never believed in work-life balance, and I take that all as my own. Yeah. But I would say, when I was at Google, when you're a big company versus your own company or small company, it's a lot more regimented. When I was at Google, I basically negotiated for my daughter and my nanny to travel around the world with me. And that was only possible because I was at a point in my career where I actually had credibility in my job, right?
Too on Cloud Atlas, and Hallie was brilliant because the first thing she said to me when I worked with her, I said, I need to take my kids with me. She said, that is absolutely no problem. And it's knowing your value and being not afraid to ask for it.
Yeah, I think that's right. And, so I think on this topic, I think it's awesome to be present, but I would also say it's awesome to learn how to negotiate.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this last segment, we're going to come once again around to customer service and customer feedback we get, particularly actually on this topic, which is, how does work-life balance relate to Joyus? Well, actually quite a bit, as it turns out. Often from newer users, we get this question about why video, because there's a sense that video is this time sink. And let me just sort of start by addressing that, which is the reason we do video is because extreme curation and video, I think, is a medium that actually offers us the ability to give you one pick and save you time over the long haul. So sort of that's the view from Joyus. Why video? Because it actually is a medium that allows for a really deep message to be communicated quickly. Michaela, what else do you think that we do at Joyus to really actually make the topic of work-life balance possible?
Yeah, especially I think with beauty, I am obsessed with products, but one of the main reasons why I love this platform is that it lends itself to showing colors and showing the texture and to really handpick and show you the best products out there and how to use them. And so first of all, I think beauty has just been brilliant for that with video. And then one thing with just being so busy, we're all so busy, we want to find the best products, we want to try new things, and we are here to curate and handpick the best products for you so that we are saving you time, we are giving you things that we know and we think you're going to love.
Yeah.
So Lisa, obviously inside of accessories, how do you address this?
Well, for me personally, when I have time, I do like to accessorize and pick a bunch of things and put them together, but often my lifestyle is really on the go. So if I can find one cool thing that sort of wraps up my outfit and I can be out the door, then that's time saved, money saved in more ways than I can even begin to explain. And so I love when Joyus actually picks out the pieces and, in clothing or in beauty and whatever department it is, that's gonna make my life seem like it's moving a lot faster and I don't have to think about it, and I know they've already done the guesswork and they've just made things easy. For me, that's been a big help.
Anything to add, Sean, in terms of?
For me, ever since I did makeup I get asked all the time about, you know, why is it so difficult? And the thing I really wanted to do with Joyus was just to tell everyone that it was easy, and through video I can talk to you and I can tell you that it's not brain surgery. It's easy to look good. And then if I can help you and give them my expertise and my love, quite honestly, because I love doing makeup. I love what we do here. I love the spirit of it, and I love that it comes from the right place. And I think that for me, that is everything I could ever ask for in terms of an opportunity to help people and provide my knowledge.
It's true. I mean, I'm an expert in my field, but I'm so not an expert in all the other fields. And I find that, like, I watch the videos just to say, like, oh, I need that, and oh, I need that. And then, you know, I as my own expert, just feel like I'm getting educated every day.
And this is why I love the social component to our platform, and we're inviting you to share with us and give us your feedback, and we want to hear from you, because exactly that. Like, when I actually sometimes struggle with calling myself an expert, because I really think that we're all students of life, and we learn from each other. And you know, I want to empower you that you are your own expert. We're just guiding you to some of the great products that we think you'll really love. So.
Okay, so as Michaela noted, really the best way that we can help you is if you tell us what solves you'd love for us to provide. That's the best way I think we can help you achieve work-life balance, is really let us be a problem solver for you. So send us your feedback. So we're going to sign off now, and obviously when we do, we're going to give you a sneak peek of what's coming this week on Joyus. Thanks.